Good morning, respected teachers and dear judges. I am Shivan Shekhar Gir from grade 5C. Today I am here to explain about the topic clean water and sanitation. What is clean water and sanitation? Clean water and sanitation as encapsulated in a Sustainable Development Goal 6, also known as SDG 6, refers to ensuring access to safe and uncontaminated drinking water sources and adequate sanitation facilities for all. This involves in providing people with clean, reliable sources of drinking water and proper sanitation system to prevent waterborne diseases, promote health and protect the environment. So, there must be a goal where a country or globally they're trying to achieve. So, here comes in the SDG 6 goal, also known as Sustainable Development Goal 6. SDG for clean water and sanitation. SDG 6 aims to ensure universal access to safe and clean drinking water and adequate sanitation facilities for all countries by 2030. As you can see in this chart, the countries which have a dark green color, they have good sanitation facilities, and countries which have very light green faint color, they don't have good sanitation facilities. Countries like Canada, America, Europe, Russia, China, India, Australia and Japan have good sanitation facilities. So there may be some improvement in sanitation. So here comes improvement in sanitation. Improvement in sanitation refers to efforts and action aimed at providing better and more hygienic sanitation facilities for all. This includes in building and promoting access to toilet and sanitation infrastructure, encouraging proper waste disposal and management, promoting good hygiene and practices like hand washing, reducing open defecation, ensuring safe and sustainable sanitation for all. So, there may be some future projects in other countries like England, Greenland, Japan, Australia and other countries. So, future projects for clean water and sanitation may include infrastructure development for water treatment and distribution, watershed management and conservation efforts, community-based water management and education programs, and research on emerging water quality challenges. So, there are some countries which are having scarcity of water issues and don't have good sanitation facilities. So here comes countries showing scarcity of water. Few parts of India and Africa are facing water scarcity. In Rajasthan, Thar Desert, also known as the Great Indian Desert. The Thar Desert in the western Rajasthan is one of the driest regions in India. It receives very less rainfall and water sources are very limited. Cities like Jaisalmer and Barmer in the Thar Desert region often face water scarcity issues. In Africa, many parts are facing water scarcity issues such as Horn of Africa. Countries in Horn of Africa such as Somalia, Ethiopia and parts of Kenya face recurring droughts and water shortages. Prolonged periods of water scarcity can lead to food insecurity and displacement of people. So, there must be a reason that causes water scarcity. So, it is caused due to a combination of factors such as climate change, geography, population growth, and inadequate infrastructure. So, next comes global warming. Global warming is directly and indirectly related to clean water and sanitation. Global warming refers to long-term increase in Earth's average surface temperature due to the buildup of greenhouse gases. These gases, primarily carbon dioxide, CO2 from human activities, generate from burning fossil fuels, deforestation. They trap heat from the sun, leading to a gradual rise in temperature. This warming can result in various environmental impacts, including more frequent and severe heat waves, rising in sea level, changing weather patterns, and disruption to the ecosystem. As you can see in this chart, the sun rays enter the Earth's atmosphere, goes to the surface, bound, and some of the sunlight heat rays bounces off the Earth's atmosphere, while some just escape the atmosphere, and some of the light and heat rays get absorbed by the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Drought. A drought is also a reason for scarcity. Prolonged period of abnormally low rainfall or availability in a region, leading to water shortages for agriculture, drinking, and other essential needs. Droughts can have a serious economic, environmental, and social impact, including crop failure, water rationing, and ecosystem stress. So, we learned what is a drought, why is it caused, and what does it do. So, moving on, we'll learn about a sanitation process. This is a plant which cleans water so that we can use it. I have made a 3D model about it, and now I'll explain it. So, this is called a waterways sewage treatment plant. What is a waterways sewage treatment plant? A sewage treatment plant is a plant that clarifies water which we used so that we can use it again. What are the steps of a sewage water treatment plant? The steps of a sewage water treatment plant. First, this is a screening tank. The screening tank. Water comes from industries and houses from a pipe. It goes into the screening tank. There is a grid here which extracts and removes most of the solid, big and raw plastic and metal materials from the water. Then comes in the grid removal tank. In the grid removal process, the tank has a blade which spins, causing all the gravel and sand and small particles to go into the disposal. Then comes into the primary sedimentation tank. So, the water comes out of this pipe and it hits a round object called a baffle. When it hits the baffle, the heavy particles will be staying at the bottom of the tank with the help of gravity, and some of the particles will be floating on top. Then comes the skim around. This is called a skim around. The skim arounds remove oil, soap and other liquid particles into the disposal. It spins like this and removes all of the liquid matter and puts it into the disposal. The clean water will be in between the tank. With the help of the scum baffle, all the small particles will be stuck here, and there is a sludge which removes all of the particles and objects from the water and puts it into the disposal. So, you may wonder what happens with the disposal. The disposal is then converted into black soil. The black soil is used for making roads and filling potholes. Then comes the aeration tank. In the aeration tank, the water comes from the primary sedimentation in the aeration tank. There may be many germs and small dirt or sand particles. They must be removed, right? So the microorganisms come in. They eat all of the germs and small particles present in the water. But there is a small issue. The microorganisms need oxygen to survive, also known as O2. So there are pumps fitted on the bottom of the aeration tank, which gives oxygen in the water with bubbles, so that the microorganisms can live and kill and eat all the particles present in the water. Then the water goes into the final sedimentation. The final sedimentation works as same as the primary sedimentation. But there are some undissolved and germs particles in the water. So they clean it again. But there are some germs which cannot be removed in the final sedimentation process. So the water can also be sent back to the aeration tank so that the germs can die and get killed. Then the water moves on to the UV radiation tank, also known as the disinfection tank. So there are light tubes which emit UV radiation, also known as ultraviolet rays. The ultraviolet rays kill all the germs and the microorganisms which we put in the aeration tank. So after this process, the water moves on and goes into the distribution tank, which is underground. The distribution tank has many pipes which can be sent to different houses, cities, and can be used also for agriculture uses. So, thank you. This is all of the sedimentation plant which I have explained, and I hope you understood all of the things I said. Thank you.